Well, it's a rainy afternoon in Lumberhurst, but I'm not going to let the rain defeat me. On these sort of grey, rainy days, I think to myself, right, what can I do in this hour of rain? And that's one of the delights of having a greenhouse or a potting shed or something like that, or a shed or anything. It gets you outside. The greenhouse is really good because you're still in the light, whatever light there is. I know it's grey, but you're still in the light. And I thought I'd show you my alpine collection, which I'm starting. It's not what I've done this afternoon, but I've potted them all up now. Haven't quite finished because they're in these black plastic trays which I bought, I don't know, a couple of years ago. I haven't decided whether I like them or not. So I might change that for wood. These two, I want to get out the plastic. These are rescue plants. That was about 75% discount, that one. And you can see I've got some things flowering. Is that dianthus over the back there, which I deadheaded the other day. This is another dianthus here. And then there's the fuchsia. And of course this would all be messed up by the rain if they weren't inside sheltering from the rain. So this greenhouse is like a little oasis where I can come on a rainy day or any day during the winter. My plan is to put some heat in this year. I don't think a 1,000-watt heater will contribute much to climate change, as long as everybody in the country doesn't do it. And I cleared out the tomatoes today from the other side, so this is what's left. Of course they produce ethene, so the red ones should make the green ones ripen, and if not, I suppose they could end up in a chutney, but there's not really enough of that. I brought in the bay. And I'm down to 2 dahlias. This one is just still there. Yeah, it's still flowering. Okay, there you go. It's only a small flower, but there's a few more buds here, and I don't know whether I'm being super greedy, but I'm going to try and see if I can get at least one of them. That one looks quite fat. If I can get that to come, that'd be nice. And then I'll be cutting them down, and this is all the compost from the tomatoes, which I will sieve through and recycle. There's soil in there, there's compost in there, and then half of it I'll make with 50% grit and use that for alpines. The other half I'll just leave it as it is with lots of compost in it and use it for ferns. I've planted quite a few ferns by the back door. I'm working on this thing. I'm trying to take a utility area, places where you keep brooms and brushes and things like that, and dustbins and so on and so forth, and see how I can turn it, soften all the edges and make it into something a bit more appealing than just a place where you take your recycling. Because that's the downside to recycling. You end up with all these sort of plastic tubs and bins, and it just looks bloody awful. Anyway, so that's what it's like outside. It's raining like crazy. So get yourself a greenhouse or a potting shed, and then on these these shortening winter days, when it's a rainy afternoon and you're looking out the window and you think to yourself, what can I do? It's a grey sky, it's really rainy. You can think to yourself, right, no, I shall go out into the potting shed or greenhouse and do something, right? So that's what you need to do, folks. So I'll lie in bed tonight thinking, yes, I've done something constructive and the rain didn't stop me. These are all my babies down here. And there are lots of babies coming on. And of course there's a big mess which I won't show you to the left, which I need to tidy up. Yeah, a lot of this is box. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. And then I've got some alpines as well. Okay, I'm signing off from Lumberhurst.